Hello everyone, today I will discuss about banking. Okay, so now just look at here. The road and railway tracks are banked at the turns. So what is the reason behind this? Why a road and railway tracks are banked at the turns? So just look at this picture. Just look at this picture. Suppose this is a vehicle, okay, and the road is banked. The banked means one side of this road touch the ground and the other side of this road slightly at a certain height from the ground. That means this road makes some, this is the road, right? This is the road, and this road makes some angle theta with the ground. So that means we can say that the road is inclined with horizontal line. So if this is a vehicle and it's move along this direction, and this is the turning point. This is the turning point. Okay. So just look at here. The weight of this vehicle is acted along this direction, that means vertically downward, which is mg. Then we can split this mg into components. One is along this direction, which is mg cos theta, and the another one is along this direction, which is mg sin theta. Why? Because if this angle is theta, then it's also theta. Okay, and this is the direction of normal. So this is the direction of normal always that means normal reaction always make 90-degree angle with or perpendicular with the contact point. If this vehicle moving along this direction, that means the vehicle is rotating along this circular path. We can assume that, right? So that means this is the radius of this circle, and we know that if anybody moving along a circular path, then centrifugal force act on this body and it is always radially outward. So if this is a radius of this circle, then the centrifugal force on this vehicle is along this direction, which is radially outward, and this is mv square by r. V is the velocity of this vehicle and r is the radius of this circle. Which is the circular path of this vehicle. Okay, when the vehicle turning at the turning point, this is the radius of the circle of this vehicle when the vehicle is at turning point. So you can see here we can split this vector in two components. One component is along this direction, which is mv square by r cos theta, and the another component is along this direction, which is mv square r by sin theta. So just look at here. If the vehicle is at rest at this position, not skidding, okay, not skidding along this side or not skidding along this side, so we can say that in equilibrium in equilibrium these two forces should be equal to each other, that means balanced, right? Because other all are balanced, because the no motion we can observe along this direction. That means N equals to mg cos theta plus mv square by r sin theta. Okay, In equilibrium, mg sin theta equals to mv square r by cos theta. So from this equation we can get tan theta, cancel, tan theta equals to v square by gr. Okay, so tan theta equals to v square by gr. So from this equation we can say that if the inclined angle of at the turning point is larger, that means you can see here, we can conclude that if velocity here in this equation, g is always constant, right? G is always constant. G is always constant. If r is also constant, if we keep r constant, then you can see here tan theta directly proportional to the v square. That means if the velocity of this vehicle is increases, then we should increase the value of theta. Otherwise, the equilibrium condition is not arise here. Okay. Second thing is, if v is constant, and here r, if r will change, then tan theta proportional to 1 by r. That means if the radius of circle is greater, then theta will be minimum. If the radius of the circle is larger, then theta will be maximum. That means the relation between tan theta and r is inverse, right? So if theta is small, then we have to take a long turn. That means we have to create a circle whose r is larger. If theta is larger, then we can move in a small circle, or we can move along a small circle. Now if suppose at this position mg sin theta is greater than mv square r into cos theta. Now if this is happen, then what we can observe here? So just look at here, if this component is greater than this component, that means the vehicle skidding along this direction, right? Along this direction, the vehicle move along this direction. But just look at here, if the vehicle moving along this direction, that means if the vehicle moving along downward direction, then the radius of the circle will decreases. Just look at here, I am taking two position of the vehicle on this inclined road. Suppose sometime the vehicle is at here, and this is the two position of this vehicle. When the vehicle at point A and the vehicle at point B, when the vehicle at point A, then the circle is like this. Suppose this is the center. If the vehicle at here, then the circle will be like this. Just look at here, this one R1 and R2. Just look at here, R1 less than R2. That means if the vehicle moving along this direction, then the radius of the circular path will decreases. And just look at here, this component depends on the radius of the circular path. So if the a vehicle moving along this direction, then radius of the circle will decreases, and due to the decrease of r, this component will increases. Just look at it. If r is decreasing, then this component mv square by r cos theta will decreases. So if suppose the vehicle moving along this direction, and after some time the vehicle will stop. Why? Because the vehicle is moving along this direction, then this component is constant. It's not vary. It's not depend on the radius of r. And if the vehicle moving along this direction or this direction, then only r will change. Theta cannot change. V cannot be changed. Okay, so in this case, if the vehicle moving along this direction, then this component will increases due to the decreasing of r. Then at a certain time, we can observe that this component balanced with this component, and the vehicle, suppose the vehicle reach at here and take the turn. Okay, if mv square by r cos theta less than mg sin theta, greater than mg sin theta, if this component v is greater than this component, that means the vehicle moving along this direction. And if the vehicle moving along this direction, then again this component will decreases. Why? Because if the vehicle moving along upward direction, just look at here, then the radius of the circle will increases. So that means this component will decreases. If r is increasing, then this component is decreasing, right? So if the vehicle moving along this direction, then this component will decreases, and after some time we can observe this component equal to this component. Suppose this is the position where this component equal to this component, and then the vehicle is at steady situation in this point and it's take the turn. Okay, so in this condition, if the friction is arises here I am considering friction of the road and vehicle is 0. If the friction is arises here, just look at here, in this condition when mg sin theta greater than mv square by r cos theta, in this situation the vehicle moving along this direction, right, skidding along this direction. So that means in this case the frictional force arises along this direction. Okay, so if the friction arises here, then here if this component is greater than this component, and then friction arises along this direction, and after some time the vehicle reach at this position, and we can observe, suppose this position the vehicle is at rest. That means in this position this component balanced by sum of this component and this friction. So we can write here mg sin theta equals to, at this position, mg sin theta equals to mv square by r cos theta plus f. If this one is happen, if this component is greater than this component, then friction arises along this direction, and then in this case mv square by r cos theta balanced by mg sin theta plus friction force. Okay.